It is very stable. They try to turn around on you. Yeah. Had it trimmed out real good last time. It's going a little bit to the right on me. I'm just trimming a little bit, that's all. This one is Nitroplanes. Kirk sells one almost identical to it, which I like, but my only issue was I really wanted this color scheme. I like that navy color scheme on there. I've almost got myself in trouble with this plane a time or two. With the flaps down, full barn door flaps, I've almost got myself in a bind a couple of times, stalling. Yeah. I've been able to power out, and I hadn't crashed it, but so I'm real cautious using those flaps. Huh.
It's a big thing. Hasn't got flaps.
A BH model? That's a Cessna 182 model?
Yeah. It's called the Liberty 182. At a glance from here to there, you say, look, it's a 182. But if you get up close to it, it don't look at all like a 182. But it really does at a distance, you know.
Yeah.
It resembles it. And it flies so well. It floats. It weighs 4.2 pounds with a battery. Fly away from 4S if you overpower it.
What's the wingspan on it? Really?
Yeah.
And it's not a foamy, or is it a foamy?
No, it's built up.
Okay.
It's built up for electric only. You won't be able to put a glow in because the structure up front doesn't give you either or.
Right.
I put lights on mine. I put it up there and chop the power, and you can watch the prop stop, and it just sits there. It sits there, and it's coming down.
Just glides.
But it just glides forever. And this is even with all the lights and an additional 3S battery in there to power the lights, it still does that.
That's nice. I told John this is what he needs to get for his trainer, because his biggest thing has been orientation, and that's the biggest thing for any of us. If we get too far away, you're screwed, you know. Yeah, well, he had this little yellow plane J3 that he's selling on Craigslist right now because he's gonna get rid of it. He got that thing all the way over by that far wood line by the gate the other day. And I said, hey, you need some help? He said, I'm not sure. And I said, it's a little 3-channel too, so you have very little control to begin with. And I said, can you tell which way you're going? He said, nope. I said, you want some help? He threw the controller at me. That sucker. Oh, God. I didn't think I was going to be able to save it. But I got it up. I probably skimmed by about 3 foot off the ground, and I brought it back and landed it. And I said, you need to sell that thing. It's fast, but you just don't have the control with 3 channels. It's fast and it's small and it's light and everything, but it's denser than the Super Cub that he has. He does a lot better. He did a lot better on that Super Cub than he did that plane. But it's hard for me to control. It was getting blown all over by the wind, and it was only what 7-mile-an-hour winds that day. I love this plane though. You aren't going to go very fast with a 500 kV motor on this, but it's, you know, it's not made for speed.
There you go.
It's a beautiful flying airplane though. It just wants to float. I got to force it down with the elevator to get it to come low. And this kit's relatively cheap too. I mean, I think the ARF was 150 plus shipping. And if you search online, you can find the discount code for Nitroplanes to get 10% off of that.
And it's an ARF, right?
It's an ARF, Yes, sir.
So not a lot to it.
Not much at all.
Building it.
Not much at all. Took me about a week, but you know, I've got a 1.5-year-old and a 3-year-old at home, so I don't have a whole lot of time to build stuff. That's why I buy ours and not, you know.
I can build anything, but I hate doing it.
Yeah.
I hate to glue this and measure that, cut that,
Yeah.
sand that thing. No.
You know, that Honda Jet,
Assemble.
that Honda Jet was an ARF, but I'll tell you what, that was a challenging ARF because it came with, you know, Chinese instructions, and it the holes for the wing structure were not drilled, so you had to make your own template and do them, and you only got one shot at it, so you better be right, you know. And luckily I got my wing incidence right on it and didn't screw that up. But I was very nervous. I was very nervous drilling those holes for that wing to get it lined up right, because if you screw it up, there goes the kit, you know. I mean, it'd be hard to rebuild it with epoxy and try to reinforce it where you could redo the hole.